marry you? She cried. Do I have to marry every man that falls in love with me? Now let go of me, do you hear? Or I shall call for help.
She wrenched herself free and ran breathlessly down the dark path. When she gained steps, she turned and spoke in a low, carrying whisper that struck me like a shout. I stood perfectly still. A rush of blackbirds flew out of the sky.
Thousands of cawing, beating blackbirds. They swooped down on me, struck me, engulfed me, flew through my hair, into my nose, into my mouth, into my ears, into my eyes, and buried me in a thick, black, airless cloud of flapping wings. Gauguin returned. Come on, Vincent. Let's go down to Louise's. I feel the need of a celebration after that priceless idea of yours. I followed him to Rue de Récollet in silence. Gauguin went up the stairs with one of the girls. Rachel sat on my laps in the cafe room. Aren't you coming up with me, Furrow? No. Why not? I haven't fine friends. After a very few moments, Gauguin returned. We walked down the hill to the yellow house. Gauguin bolted his soul. He walked out the front door without speaking. He had almost crossed the Place Lamartine when he heard a well-known step, short, quick, irregular. He whirled about. I rushed upon him, open razor in hand. He stopped 2 feet away. Glared at Gauguin in the dark. I lowered my head, turned, and ran towards home. I entered the yellow house. I walked up the red brick stairs to my bedroom. I picked up the mirror in which I painted my own portrait so many times. I set it on the toilet table against the wall. I looked at my red shot eyes in the mirror. The end had come. My life was over. I read that in my face. Better make a clean break. The keen steel against the goose flesh of my throat. Voices were whispering strange tales to me. The Arlesian sun threw a blinding fire between my eyes and the glass. Stop my ear. I left only a tiny portion of the loaf. Dropped the razor, bound my head in towels. The blood dripped onto the floor. Picked up my ear from the basin, washed, wrapped it in several pieces of drawing paper. I tied the bundle in a newspaper. I walked down the stairs to the front door. Crossed Place Lamartine, climbed the hill, rang the bell of Maison de Tolerance, numero 1. The maid answered the door. Sent Rachel to me. Oh, it's you, Furrow. What do you want? I have brought you something. For me? A present? How nice you are, Furrow. What is it? Open it, you see. Rachel unwrapped the papers. She stared at the ear. She felt dead, faint, stone. I turned away. I ran down the hill. I crossed Place Lamartine. I closed the door of the yellow house behind me. Went. The next day I took my easel and canvas,
walked down the long road to the station, climbed the hill past the Catholic church, sat down in the yellow cornfield opposite the cemetery. About noon, when the fiery sun was beating down upon my head, a rush of blackbirds suddenly came out of the sky. They filled the air, darkened the sun, covered with tight, airless, flapping wings. Suddenly came out of the sky. They filled the air, darkened the sun, covered me in a thick blanket of night, flew into my hair, into my eyes, into my nose, into my mouth. I wrote, "Rose above a cornfield," in one corner. Carried my easel and canvas back to Rouveau, threw myself across the bed, went to sleep, and unable to make a clean break. I wanted to say goodbye. In spite of it all, it had been a good world that I had lived in. As Gauguin said, besides the poison, there is the antidote. Leaving the world, I wanted to say goodbye to it. Say goodbye to all those friends who helped mold my life. To Ursula, Vincent, Jan, Cornelius, Marinus, and Stryker. To Margot, the only woman who ever loved me, who tried to kill herself for that love. Last of all, to my good brother Theo, long-suffering, long-loving, best and dearest of all possible brothers. I turned my face up towards the sun. I pressed the revolver into my chest.